Hello, happy Christmas. I am Alex Mack. That's part of the Call to Action crew. And good evening. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the holiday exhibition match. And right over here, I have one of the best people in the world. Oh my God, Alonso. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well,
First.
with an intro like that, how could I not come on? Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's so cool to have you in here today. How have you been? How's the holidays treating you? I see you're already
Well,
ready to go with the
I'll
hat.
tell you, if you want to calm December, don't write a book about Christmas movies.
Oh.
It's like this is already like a really cruddy time of year for film critics. I mean, it's great, but it's also like there's just a lot on your plate. There's all the awards movies coming out at the end of the year, and hey, we want you to write these 10 lists, and that's an annual thing. And of course, this year it's like we want your decade lists too. But then on top of that, I'm the Christmas movie guy, so like I show up in places like this throughout the month, and so it's been awesome, and I appreciate it, and I love talking about the subject. But there are times where I think, I just want to sit on the sofa and watch Charlie Brown. But when's that happening?
Absolutely. Who doesn't love Charlie Brown Christmas? Oh my gosh. Who doesn't love, the original animated Grinch? I mean, they're American classics. They are staples, international classics at this point.
They hit that sweet spot in the mid 60s. I think we've been chasing the dragon ever since when it comes to TV specials.
You know what? Give it time. It will come back. It's just that's the way it works, right?
Always.
All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to it. So as you know, for any of you guys watching, this is the holiday exhibition match. Alonso and I are going to be hosting this, and we have quite a few pretty amazing competitors that are going to be playing today. And hello, Matt and Kayla Graham. Happy holidays to you as well. Do you know Matt and Kayla, by the way, Alonso?
Personally, I don't know that I do, but happy holidays, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, they are real big fans. I say the little Caleb, the little warrior, he's a huge fan as well, for sure. But yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and introduce our awesome competitors today that's going to be competing for this match. Okay, starting right out the gate, we're going to add this little competitor known as Ryan Payne. Hey, boy, what's up?
How you doing, Alex? I'm pretty good. But it may not be one for I see you again, so I just want to say to everybody, happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Yes, happy Christmas to you. It's like, how's your day been going? How you been feeling going into this match?
Honestly, just like all my other competitors, they're probably gonna say it. I'm definitely nervous. I mean, it's holiday movies.
Especially with Alonso here, you gotta do everything, right?
Just a couple hours ago, I was just watching back-to-back Mickey's A Christmas Carol and a Muppets Christmas Carol because I needed something to get me into that holiday festive mood while I'm playing. And I'm looking forward to this. I got my eggnog. I got half carton of eggnog. So,
that's just like the baby snack portion of eggnog. That's what I'm hearing. All right.
Every 5 minutes a question, I take a shot.
All right. Now we also across the pond over in New Zealand. Do you say across the pond to New Zealand, Alonso?
I think across the pond is Britain. I like to go with
Europe and Britain.
This is where I like to unpack antipode. That's like my fancy word for people on the other side of the planet.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Malcolm, right over here, he's all the way from New Zealand, and he is here with us. Thank you so much for hopping on, Malcolm.
All good. I love holiday movies, and I'm just really confident and nervous at the same time.
As you should. As you should. That's a sign of a good competitor, right? Alonso, you know more than anyone.
I respect Christmas in the Southern Hemisphere because that's where you put on the paper crown, but then sweat right through it.
Yeah, at that point, it starts off like a solid, like blue or orange color, and by the end, it's like clear from the sweat.
And then you remember it's it's the middle of the summer,
Exactly. All right, perfect. Okay, next, our last two competitors. Yes, we have 4 today. Because the competition during the auditions was really intense. We have 2 more still. We have a Mr. Kevin Haas, a first-time exhibition competitor with CTOA. How's it going?
It's going well, Alex. Thank you for having me, and hello to Mr. Alonso Duralde. And hey, guys, Ryan and Malcolm. It's good to be with you guys. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and just I am really nervous, as I'm sure you can tell. I'm having a few of these guys to try to calm the nerves, and hopefully I can clear my head and just compete.
Calm the nerves too much.
You're right, exactly. Just enough to clear the head and compete to my fullest potential. That's what I wanted to do.
Kevin, you were supposed to wear something festive. I don't know if you got the memo on that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fine, whatever. We'll make it work.
Hey,
I guess so.
Snoop Dogg Christmas sweater, I have to say, but I don't know. You wouldn't be able to see the Snoop Dogg picture though. It's just like down here. I'm disappointed now. All right. Last but not least, we have a Mr. Corey Hollywood Quinto. What's up, Corey? My man. How you doing?
Apparently, we gotta stop meeting like this, Alex. But no, it's fun to be here. It's great to be back after that horror match.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, Alonso. If specifically, Corey was actually our winner for a horror exhibition match just held
Nice.
2 months ago. Yeah, so
Nice.
he's definitely a serious competitor within the fantasy leagues and everything in general.
I'm her client.
Yeah. So no pressure. No pressure.
No pressure. As the only Jewish guy here, no pressure at all. But what I will say is, I don't have any Christmas decorations. But I did find out a while ago that Alonso, you went to a certain school by the name of Vanderbilt University. My brother
I did.
My brother is currently right now a senior. So tonight, this is for you, Drew.
Go Doors.
That's
Let's do it.
wonderful.
This is
Wonderful.
for you, Drew.
Okay. Well,
Remember, if it weren't for Irving Berlin, Christmas would not be what it is now. So, this is the Jewish contributions to the holiday are immeasurable.
oh my gosh,
Very
that is an entire episode right there. Absolutely. Now, I know Corey, you said that it was like you said, you're Jewish. You didn't watch as much holiday movies growing up, but regardless, you've been binge watching all these movies, and a wonderful list to start off with is a lot of the movies mentioned in Have Yourself a Very Movie Little Christmas. Nice little segue right here, right?
Yep.
There we go.
Gonna give it a shot. Just gonna give it my shot and see how I will do.
Yes, the winner of this match today is actually going to be getting this one. I'm going to mail this one out to you. So pretty much I'm going to know where you live. So be careful. Be careful for sure. But yeah, we have a lot of wonderful information in here, just talking about like what defines specifically what is a Christmas movie, but also a lot of like low-key Christmas movies you might have not been familiar with. That gives me a lot of inspiration putting a lot of these questions together. Alonso, obviously big man on campus when it comes to holiday movies. You're involved in one of the most talked about Schmoedown matches of the season, of the year. Obviously, what are you kind of expecting from the competitors today?
I'm always thrilled that anybody is remotely as interested in this tiny sub genre that I am. Like, believe me, here's a tip for free. If you ever want to be considered the expert in something, find a thing that nobody else wants to be the expert in. Christmas movies were just sitting there, and so I snapped them up. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking forward to this. I think great range of questions, some gimmies, and some really tough ones. So I'm dying to see how this plays out.
Absolutely, it's gonna be really tense, really close. I'm hoping a lot of really high numbers. So let's go ahead and get to it. Everyone got their boards, got their markers, got their beers and wines, everything ready to go? Are you physically, emotionally ready?
No.
Let's do it.
Perfect. I want a verbal confirmation for everyone. Ryan, you good?
I'm ready. Not emotionally, but I'm ready.
Well, take a good deep breath then in that case. Malcolm, how you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm really.
I'm excited. And what about you, Kevin? Your lights say yes, but I want to hear from you.
I'm ready to Santa slay this competition.
That just warmed up my soul so much. Corey, how are you going to follow that up?
In the immortal words of one Rob Gronkowski, let's saddle up, Grover.
Okay, you did succeed for sure. And my cat is trying to be the most popular person here. Okay. All right, let's have ourselves a holiday movie exhibition match.
Woo!
Okay. We have everyone gets 3 GTEs. Everyone also is going to be given 15 seconds to answer their questions. We traditional regular match at first, second, and third matches. And we are having already some people in the chat already lighting up, sending their love. Hey, Eric from Nerd Chronic. Great way to start my vacation. Love you, Eric. Specifically, it's like, yes, we have so many really great people, dedicated arts up in here. We have Kyle. Can't wait for Kyle. Can't wait to see what you think. My husband Lucas, that's in the next room. Good to have
Hi,
you.
Lucas.
He's like low-key the most popular part of Cult Action. I'm gonna be 100% all this. All right, let's do this. Let's get ready to holiday schmodown. Let's do this. Okay. For question number 1, I figure, Alonso, I can read the first question and you can read the second one. Sound good to you?
Sure, please have at it. This is your show.
All right. Okay. For question number 1, for 1 point. And the category is rom-coms. Rom-coms. Giancarlo Esposito, Timothy Hutton, LL Cool J, and Queen Latifah all co-star in what holiday rom-com? Gotta love me some Queen Latifah. Do you like Queen Latifah, Alonso?
I think she's a very convincing heterosexual on the screen.
Well, there you go. That's one way to approach it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, boards up, please. And we're going to go ahead and start with you, Ryan.
Okay. Last holiday.
That is correct. And you, Corey?
I did not have it. I said bringing down the house.
Okay. And Kevin?
I guess This Christmas.
Okay. And Malcolm?
I knew it was one of the ones with holiday in it, but I put the holiday instead of the white
Close but no cigar. All right. Okay. So, Alonso, you can go ahead with the next one.
You got it. The category is 1980s. And the question is, Richard Donner directed what comedy released in 1988?
Oh, man.
Let's see. I gotta say, the 80s were a crazy time for movies. A lot of weird stuff was going on. I'm not gonna lie.
The Cats movie reminds me it was a crazy time for Broadway, too.
Well, I was listening to Snyder's podcast, and he was talking about how he thinks musicals are going to be the next big thing that's going to take over theaters for the next decade, just how superheroes movies had done for the past few years. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and starting with you, Corey.
You see what I think it is? Lethal Weapon?
That is incorrect.
Oh. Okay, then.
And Kevin?
It's Scrooged.
Oh, shit.
Correct.
God! Oh!
Shit.
Malcolm?
I'm sorry, Dag, I got it wrong, but it's Gremlins. I put.
Oh, my God.
Humbug.
Bah!
No.
And Ryan?
This wrote down Home for the Holidays.
This is going so
Wow.
well, guys.
Yeah. One question.
That was
Whammy.
87. Yeah, now I remember now. It was 87.
Mm-hmm. All right.
No,
Okay,
no
well,
perfect matches, but it's going to be a tight one, I can tell.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people think they know holiday movies. However, when you like actively think of like how many there are and how many actors and actresses and people are involved, mainstream even, it's kind of surprising, like a lot of these like smaller movies and everything.
And it's a weird thing because every other genre bleeds into it in one way or another,
Oh, 100%. Okay, now I just want to remind anyone watching this that are participating in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. But please do not write the answers or what you think the answers are in the chat. We would really appreciate it as well. Okay, so moving on to question number 3, and the category is movie release dates. Sorry, movie release dates.
Nice comment there.
All right, in what year were the following holiday movies released? The Nutcracker Prince, Edward Scissorhands, and Home Alone. So, of the 3 movies mentioned, Alonso, which one's your favorite, holiday favorite?
I mean, probably Edward Scissorhands. I'm gonna say I'm 1,000 years old, so I was not a kid for Home Alone. That movie came out when I was like already out of college,
It's a
so it
very
did not
specific generation, yeah.
really resonate with me in the way that I think it does for people that grew up on it. I get the appeal. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in it, but
I'm right here.
yeah, of those three, I'd probably go Edward Scissorhands.
Home Alone is actually just the Saw prequel, guys. Let's be honest. And
Yes.
3,
Yes,
2,
yes, thank
1,
you.
and Kevin.
1990.
That is correct. Okay, Kevin. All right. And Malcolm.
1990.
All right, perfect. And Ryan.
I came so close to putting 91. I put 1990.
Perfect. Wonderful. And Corey.
Clean sweep, 1990.
Queen
Nice.
D indeed.
Good job, man.
Perfect. You're currently
right.
sitting with Kevin at 2, Corey at 2, and Malcolm and Ryan with 1 apiece.
No, I have one.
I have two.
I have
Right.
one.
Did I miswrite this? Kevin? Yeah, Kevin.
I got the first question, and this is the third one. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably miswrote that. Okay.
And I got my years backwards with
Ryan and Corey have 2, Kevin and Malcolm have 1, right?
So, okay, wait, repeat that again. I just want to make sure I'm writing it down correctly then.
I have one. I have Malcolm with 1. I have 1, and Kevin and Ryan have 2.
That's
okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
shut up.
No, that's
All right. Question 4.
Regardless. Okay, perfect.
The category is actors and actresses. Ben Affleck plays a millionaire who pays the family that lives in his childhood home $250,000 to spend the holidays with him in what holiday comedy?
I don't know. You can pay me $2 to spend the holidays with him. Heck, I'll pay him $250,000 to spend holidays with him. I would probably just talk about BVS the entire time. I'm going to be honest.
I'd probably ask him about his entire career in the 2000s, honestly.
No, just BVS. BVS. Maybe some Good Will Hunting.
Don't bring up
5,
reindeer game.
4, 3, 2, 1. Corey.
Surviving Christmas.
That is correct. Kevin.
I guessed Home for the Holidays.
Close. Okay. And Malcolm.
Surviving Christmas.
Correct. And last but not least, Ryan.
Same boat with you, man. I thought Home for the Holidays, Kevin.
Okay. All right. We are currently at 2 all around. Okay. Next category. Question number 5 for 1 point. The category is directors. Directors. Who directed the holiday horror movie Krampus? Man, I love me. I've discovered I really do enjoy holiday horror movies. Alonso. Overall.
Horror is not like my usual jam, but I think they do. I found some fun ones to talk about for this.
Not kidding. Not kidding. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Corey.
I think you're going to take points off because of spelling, because I put Michael Donaharty. If you can't accept it, it's fine.
I would accept it. Alonso, what do you think?
That's how you spell it. Dougherty.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well done.
Okay. And Kevin?
I said Bob Clark.
Oh, that's Black
Wrong,
Christmas.
wrong movie.
Sorry, bro. Malcolm?
When in doubt.
I thought it was Kevin Smith.
That's a solid guess. Not gonna lie. That'd be a great direction for sure.
Yeah, I had Kevin Smith too. We talked about that movie a lot.
Well, great minds think alike, I guess.
When you said horror, I thought you were going to say Black Christmas.
Okay. All right. Whenever you're ready, Alonso.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do this one, and then I have to go run and get a power cord because I'm at 20%.
Yeah.
All right. Question 6. The category is comedies. Name 2 of the 3 lead actors who played best friends with the tradition to spend every Christmas Eve together in the 2015 adult comedy The Night Before.
Let's see. What do you think was like the very first adult-themed Christmas movie was, Alonso?
Good question. You mentioned The Apartment earlier, and I think that was, obviously it was pre-ratings, but that's the kind of movie they would pitch for, mature audiences. Yeah, the R-rated Christmas movie is kind of a recent development. I mean, with the exception of stuff like, Black Christmas or whatever. I think that the Hallmark and Lifetime have such a stranglehold on like straight ahead rom-coms that we've been seeing in the theatrical space is like R-rated movies and movies with black casts, because heaven knows we aren't seeing those much on Hallmark. And like sort of crazy horror movies or violent films.
I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of violence over Christmas? And I
We're
that was probably too big of a question for 15 seconds, but
we need the outlet.
Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, everyone's good to go. Okay, starting with you, Kevin.
I guess Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen.
Perfect. And Corey.
I have Seth Rogen and Anthony Mackie.
Perfect. Now you're just bragging. Yeah. All right, Malcolm.
Seth Rogen and Anthony Mackie.
Yeah. And Ryan.
I went the overachieving route. Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Somebody's always a show off.
I was going to show off, and then Jay Bird said, then the inner voice of Jay Bird said, show off. You missed one, you missed a point. So I'm like, get out of my head, Jay.
I'm defeated, fellow. You have to show off.
Get out of my head, Jay Birds.
Well, while we're kind of waiting for Alonso, just to see how some people are kind of mentioning. Scott mentions, honestly, we could just listen to Alonso, just talk about this stuff. Don't need to even see the answers. Well, I don't blame you. I would too.
Sure.
Hi, Scott.
And I know specifically, what was it? Matt Kilogram mentioned violence just sounds like Christmas at my family.
You gotta be at least prepared for at least 5-6%.
Cheers to that, Matt Graham.
All right. Okay, we're gonna go in. We're at question number 7, so we're almost done with the first round, and the category is family movies. Family movies. Okay. In 1991's All I Want for Christmas, what did siblings Ethan and Hallie O'Fallon want for Christmas? And 15 seconds on the clock.
No. That more accurate.
What did you want for Christmas when you were little, Alonso? What was like the big toy you wanted?
Oh God, I was a real board game kid, so like anything that was either like a TV or movie tie-in, or if it were big and elaborate, like there was this game called Dark Tower that had this whole big spinning tower thing. There was one called Big Oil. I think it was just like insanely large and just a ton of plastic involved,
Yeah, I don't blame you. Board games are like so much fun. Now you got like board game cafes and stuff, and it's always a fun time. And 3, 2, 1, Corey.
I have no idea. Puppy?
No, unfortunately. And Kevin?
Was it their parents to get back together?
That is correct.
Wow.
Malcolm?
I don't think I've seen this movie. I just guessed World Peace.
That's fair. Don't fall on World Peace.
Doesn't everybody?
And last but not least, Ryan?
It's not the exact same answer. I just put down A Happy Family. Yeah, I know. It's not.
I'm gonna leave this with you.
Yeah, I know it's not.
I mean, that can be arguable.
Oh, man, you know what? It's Christmas. I'll allow it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
everyone. Yes. Okay. And just to update you guys on the scores, we are going to be going into our final question for round 1, and the scores are pretty darn solid. Kevin, Corey, Ryan have 4 points apiece, with Malcolm with 3. Just want to make sure. Is that correct for everyone? Now I'm like really intimidated with the score now. I'm trying to keep track with the time.
I mean, I've got myself.
You are good, Alex.
I'm trying.
I'm only keeping my own scores, though. I trust you.
You got it. Yeah.
No, so close. All right.
All right.
Okay. And Alonso.
Rounding out round 1. Question 8. The category is movie quotes. What 80s holiday movie has the following quote? Can I refill your eggnog for you, get you something to eat, drive you out to the middle of nowhere, and leave you for dead? Unquote.
I'm really sorry you lagged there for a second. Can I just get a repeat?
What 80s holiday movie has the following quote? Can I refill your eggnog for you, get you something to eat, drive you out to the middle of nowhere, and leave you for dead? Unquote.
Christmas movies I've discovered have like really solid weird quotes. It's like a mixture of like hatred and you're like faking it. You're faking your love. At the same time, you're trying to be nice and funny. It's like a very specific humor, which I kind of.
The holiday puts pressure on folks sometimes. You know?
Yeah, we're like twitching, just like ugh. You're like growling at your family. What? Who are you? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the last few. And Ryan.
I'm thinking Chevy Chase, so I went with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And Corey.
Where's the Tylenol? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
And Malcolm.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. And Kevin.
The good old Christmas Vacation.
This movie scares the heck out of me.
All right.
It creeps me out like no other. All right. Okay. We're going to be moving into the second round. Holy bejesus. Okay. So we are currently sitting at Kevin, Corey, and Ryan have 5 points apiece, with Malcolm barely behind with 4 points. So this is like pretty intense. What are you thinking right now, Alonso, about the scores? How do you feel about the competitors so far?
I'm on the phone to my bookie now, undoing everything. No, I think everybody came to play, and they are doing it. So this is anybody's match.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a tight race. I'm excited to see how this next round goes. Okay, so as we know, for second round, they're gonna be spinning this wonderful wheel here. Whammy! So we have holiday rom-coms, 90s movies, Christmas for kids, directors, opponent's choice, holiday horror movies, animated movies, Christmas classics, remakes/adaptations, winner's choice and opponent's choice, of course. And last but surely not least, Christmas for adults. And I don't mean the weird stuff. Okay. All right. Now, since we do have Kevin, Corey, and Ryan, they are all tied. However, the one thing that we do have one opponent going into this, he has won previous matches with us before. So technically he is has a little bit of a strength going into this. Corey, it's up to you. Do you want to start off spinning first, or would you want to go to the next?
Based on my last matches I played in the fan leagues, I've gotten an opponent's choice twice in a row. So you know what? I'm scared. Let one of them go first.
All right. Well, moving to the second. Well, we can just go ahead and go next. And Kevin, is it you next?
I'll go ahead and spin.
Kevin, you want to spin? Perfect.
Now watch, he's going to get Spare's choice. I'm going to regret this.
All right.
I'm going to regret this.
No pressure. Animated. Wham, bam. Okay.
Spin away.
You said you're going to spin again?
Spin again.
Okay.
Of Christmas not trying to you.
Well, I am so sorry. However, Kevin, that means Ryan, Malcolm, and Corey, you guys must converse with yourselves. You do have 15 seconds to decide what category, and I'm going to pull that up again real quick.
So what do you guys think?
You guys can choose.
What do you guys think? I think I know what I want to give him, but what do you guys have a preference?
Honestly, to me, all these feel very difficult. Malcolm?
5.
Yeah, I was
4,
about to say maybe let's say Christmas classics.
2, 1, and
all right, well,
your answer.
Classic.
Classics.
Classics.
Classic movies it is. Alonso, you're the holiday movie pro with all things classic movies. Do you want to take this one?
I would love to. Let
All
me get it in front of me here.
Mhm.
Okay. This is a total of 4 questions. Question 1. Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire, Marjorie Reynolds, and Virginia Dale star in what holiday musical?
I don't have to write it down, right? It's White Christmas.
That is incorrect.
You do have the option of multiple choice. Just want to remind
That's right. Okay.
you.
Oh, sorry. I thought he answered. Okay,
I did.
Oh,
But
yeah, sorry. On the round 2, the answers should be highlighted as well.
No. I know what the answer is, but I'm saying he said White Christmas, so I thought that meant that it now got thrown to the other 3, or is that not how you'll do this?
Oh, so the answer is highlighted, of course, but if he says White Christmas, that means the other competitors do have the opportunity to steal, of course. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's what okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we are then.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, Ryan, Malcolm, and Corey, you guys have the opportunities to steal for 2 points potentially. You have 15 seconds on the clock. Man, it's getting tense. It's getting tense up in this little StreamYard room. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with you, Ryan.
Whoa!
Snarf.
Is that the sound that bothered me? I was just out of time. I was guessing Santa Claus is coming to town, but I didn't finish.
Unfortunately, no. Malcolm?
It is the other one. It's Holiday Inn.
That was my next guess.
Correct.
Holiday Inn.
There we go.
Alrighty.
All right. Question 2, sir.
Malcolm. I'm sorry, just go to that. Malcolm
Sorry.
and
Me.
Corey. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Okay, no worries. Question 2 in the category Christmas Classics. In It's a Wonderful Life, how did George lose his hearing in one of his ears?
This movie terrifies me to this day.
Yeah.
Still scary. It just creeps me
Put it
out.
through the ringer, but great happy ending.
It does. It just. I'm like the entire time. I'm like on edge.
Oh yeah, totally.
Maybe that's the point, right?
Once Uncle Billy gives that money away, you're like, no.
Ah!
Can I get multiple choice, please?
Sure. The multiple choice are A, saving his brother from drowning, B, side effect from a drug to him by the pharmacist, C, fight in school, or D, after being hit by a parent.
It's saving his brother from drowning.
That is correct for 1 point. Question 3 in Christmas Classics. In what holiday rom-com does Barbara Stanwyck play a single food writer who pretends to live on a farm outside the city with her husband and family?
Call her Miss Martha Stewart.
Multiple choice,
There's
please.
a lot of Martha vibes happening here.
Multiple choice, Alonso, please.
Oh, multiple choice? Sure, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
The choices are A, My Reputation, B, I'll Be Seeing You, C, Come to the Stable, or D, Christmas in Connecticut.
Is it Christmas in Connecticut?
It is Christmas in Connecticut for 1 point.
All right.
And closing out the Christmas Classics category, what Robert Siodmak directed holiday noir stars Gene Kelly and Deanna Durbin?
Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choices are A, It Happened on Fifth Avenue, B, Remember the Night, C, The Shop Around the Corner, or D, Christmas Holiday.
The Shop Around the Corner.
That is incorrect. So you guys have the opportunity to steal for 1 point.
Are we allowed to get the options again, or does that count as a repeat?
That we can reread it. Yes, the one
I
time.
can reread the multiple choice? Okay. A, it happened on Fifth Avenue. B, remember the night. C, the shop around the corner. Or D, Christmas holiday.
Tension is building, and I love it so much. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to need your answers, starting with you, Corey.
I have no idea. B.
B is incorrect.
Okay, and Malcolm.
I guessed D.
D is correct. Christmas holiday.
Nice job, Malcolm.
Okay, and Ryan.
No, I had Remember the Night as well.
No.
Okay.
Tough category.
Indeed. Okay. Now we do go back to, so you did receive a total of 2 additional points. So you are currently at, Kevin, at 7 points right now. Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay, Corey, would you like to go next or would you like to defer?
The wheel knows I dodged the bullet, so he's probably going to give me opponent's choice. So still scared, not ready, defer.
Okay, and what about you, Ryan?
Just like one of my favorite wrestlers, Cody Rhodes, would say, I'm all in. Spin.
Spin it. You got it.
Attaboy.
Let's do this. Pull a Shia LaBeouf.
All right.
Oh.
Now I'm calm.
Do, 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 do. Am I building your anxiety? Do, 5, 4.
Spin again.
Wow.
Why would you do that to me? Why?
The wheel will not be
It's
found.
the digital wheel curse.
He still would have wanted Houston with or without it.
Ugh. Okay.
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 It was always meant to be, Ryan. It was always meant to be.
It was always meant to be. Let's hope that studying, all that studying paid off for sure.
Let's do this.
All right. So, let's say I can take this one. Holiday rom-coms. Holiday rom-coms for 2 points apiece. We have 4 questions. And you still have all your JTEs as well as the challenge. And question number 1. Frank Navasky, Patricia Eden, Kathleen Kelly, and Joe Fox are characters in what holiday rom-com?
Oh, crap.
I know. Sorry.
Multiple choice. The character.
Multiple choice. Is it A, While You Were Sleeping, B, The Preacher's Wife, C, You've Got Mail, or D, Sleepless in Seattle?
Oh, no. Oh. Just when I thought I had it.
Oh, gosh. And 5.
You Got Mail.
That is correct for 1 point.
Oh, my God. Okay.
All right. Question number 2 for potentially 2 points. Eli Wallach plays Arthur, and a retired old school director living in Los Angeles in what holiday rom-com?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, King of the Corner, B, Serendipity, C, The Family Stone, or D, The The Holiday.
Oh no, no, never mind. It's not that one.
Oh shoot. This is like hurting my soul.
Let's go with the Family Stone.
I'm sorry, what's your answer?
The Family Stone. C.
That is incorrect.
Ugh.
So that means we have 1 point for a potential steal with Corey, Kevin, and Malcolm. You do have 15 seconds. Or, I mean, are you guys all set?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, starting with you, Corey.
That would be The Holiday.
The Holiday. That is correct. And Kevin
It is D, The Holiday.
and Malcolm.
The one time I don't guess The Holiday, I'll put A.
Oh! What was A?
And it was The Holiday.
Okay.
What?
I love that movie. I'm not going to lie.
Wait,
So-
what was A?
A was King of the Corner.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
Eli Wallach? Wait.
Yeah, he's like the Hollywood neighbor, like the Hollywood director neighbor that befriends Kate Winslet's character.
Isn't he portrayed by Jack Black? Or is that
Yeah, that's the one with Jack Black.
No. Jack Black plays the musician, the composer that she falls
Okay.
in love with.
Yeah.
Wallach is the director
Okay.
who lives next door.
Okay, yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
I
'cause
love that movie. No one talks about that movie enough, and it hurts my soul.
Who's
Oh,
with
no.
Jack
Wallach is very
I was
twinkly.
talking about that movie with my grandma over Thanksgiving.
I
Delightful.
got him confused. One of his better performances.
Okay. All right, but you say both Corey and Kevin.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just making note of the points right now. Okay. All right. Question number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, for question number 3 in holiday rom-coms, who plays Brad's father, Howard, in Four Christmases?
I hate this movie. I never watched it again. Oh no. I get the wrong answer. It's 2 points. Multiple choice is still 1 point. I don't want to risk it, so multiple choice.
It's you get the multiple choice for 1 point potentially. Is it A, Ed Harris, B, Robert Duvall, C, John Voight, or D, James Caan? Or is it Can? I never know.
Con.
Con. Con!
I'm glad
I mean, you
went-
can't not just say Con. You have to be like, ah!
I'm glad I went multiple choice because the actor I thought mine was not right. I'm gonna go with Ed O'Neill.
Wait, what?
You mean
Wait,
Ed?
hey,
What? You mean Ed Harris?
wow!
I didn't say Ed O'Neill.
Ed,
Wasn't a choice,
Correct
but
either
okay.
way.
Wow.
okay. I'm gonna lay off the eggnog right now. Okay, I'm gonna say
Little did he know he picked the one with extra bourbon. Okay, so we have potentially 1 point for the steal. Starting with you, Malcolm.
John Voight.
That is incorrect. Kevin?
I had D.
Con?
Con.
No, that is incorrect. And Corey.
I have C, John Boyd, but I think I looked this up earlier today, and I would like to throw out a little challenge. I think he is the father.
Which one? There's 4.
So, you know what? Never mind.
I'd say I would gladly accept that challenge.
Oh, hey, then I would like to take the challenge, please.
You're talking about like
You
the main
You want to take the
character-
challenge?
Wait, hold on. Wait. You mean
Oh,
Vince
sorry.
Vaughn?
No, I mean like Bobby's. That's Vince Vaughn's character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think it's John Boyd, but if you want a challenge, go for it.
Okay, so do you want the answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do
The
it.
answer was Robert Duvall.
Huh.
I'm so fucking mad now. I had it in the 2-pointer and I erased it.
Yeah. For no point steal. I was like, I'm actually kind of glad no one got that one. I'm quite
This
proud
is
now.
Night of the Living Dead all
John
over again.
plays Reese Witherspoon's dad.
Oh,
Oh snap! Alonso
Oh,
We've
got
all
the
tried to put the
hair.
movie out of our mind.
I'm
I don't
so
blame
mad
you.
now. I'm so mad. You know why?
The
Because
movie reminds me so
What?
much of my cousin's birthday party that
my
I'm
first match I had this year in the
violent
family.
something.
My
What
first
I
match
think
in the
Corey
family
Alonso's
this year.
trying to say is that he's a lot better at movies than you are.
Yeah, but I was going to say was in my
Okay.
first match in this year,
Corey,
I had
Corey.
the right answer erased and I did it again.
Bro,
So,
I'm
fuck.
there with your anger, man, but I think right now let's just keep this going.
Yeah, we're
Oh, yeah,
gonna
hold
keep
on.
it
I'm sorry, I'm
going.
sorry.
Absolutely.
We'll put
Okay,
the price on
and
food.
over to the next one.
I think it's the last one. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so next we have potentially Corey. Do you
Wait, hold
want to
on.
go?
Was that his third question?
That wasn't my last question. I only did 3.
Well,
Oh,
he's got
did
one
you?
more
Did I
left.
misread it?
Mhm.
Oh, you are totally right. I apologize. I misread
there
it.
is one
Okay.
more.
Yes, I already highlighted it as if I was ready to go. Okay,
It's the
question
chaos
number
of 4
4.
Christmases. Chaos of 4 Christmases.
Craziness.
Okay.
I will never live this down, probably. Okay, question number 4, and your final question for your second round, Ryan. In holiday rom-coms for 2 points potentially. In Bridget Jones' Diary, what did Bridget dress up as during the Tarts and Vickers costume party that her family was hosting? It's a whole plot point. And also, I love this movie.
Wait. I avoided the Bridget Jones like the plague when I was in high
Well,
school.
that's your fault because this movie is wonderful. Alonso, how do you feel about Bridget Jones?
Oh, do not make me back you up on this one. I'm not. I mean, it's not terrible, but I'm not a fan.
Oh no!
Wait, was she dressed as a Playboy bunny?
For 2 points.
Wow.
Ah.
Huh.
Good pull, Ryan.
I just thought of
Well,
Reese Witherspoon. I thought,
3 points
okay.
additionally.
And Bridget Jones is great.
Last
A
question.
little
I
biased.
won't go,
I
I
read the
won't
book.
go that far, but
I never saw it.
Okay.
that's just the moment you said Bridget Jones' Diary, I just gave up. Like, I'm not going to get this.
All right. Okay. So, it's like Kevin. Sorry, not Kevin. Sorry, Ryan. You're currently at 3 points.
It's 8. Yeah.
3 points, right? Neza, yeah. 3 points for second round for a total of 8. So we're gonna be moving on. Okay, Corey, do you want to stick to the next, or do you want to defer to Malcolm?
You know what? It's time. Let's go.
You
I'm
all ready?
I'm
All right.
ready.
Let's
Time
do
to face
this.
my
Believe
fears.
in you, Corey.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Do this.
Time to face my fear.
The odds of you getting opponent's choice is about 3,720 to 1.
Ooh, Christmas for adults.
Ooh.
This can get pretty intense. You got 15 seconds to decide.
All there is bad Santa. That's all I can think of.
And 5,
yeah.
4.
And one more time.
Like I said, man, 3,720 to 1.
Yes!
Directors.
Yes!
Directors.
All
Okay.
right. This might not be a slam dunk, but let's see.
Hey, you're not, like I said, 3,720 to 1. Remember those odds.
How many do I win?
All right,
Okay.
man.
Alonso, would you like to read this one?
Certainly. Okie doke. What comedy director made 2016's Why Him?
Ooh. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choices are A. Peter Farrelly, B. John Hamburg, C. Nicholas Stoller, or D. Mike.
B.
B is correct. John Hamburg.
Not bad.
A movie I never thought I was going to think about again.
It's a real atrocity. That's what it is.
Yikes.
I've avoided
right,
it like the plague.
James Franco, what are you doing?
Oof. Question 2 in the director category. What holiday movie was the debut for award-winning writer-director Whit Stillman?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good, I'm with ya. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good one.
You're welcome.
Multiple choice again.
Sure. Your multiple choices are A, Borrowed Hearts, B, Metropolitan, C, If You Believe, or D, Next Stop Wonderland.
I'm so proud of my question.
Okay, boys, go ahead and steal because I have no idea. C.
C is incorrect.
Okay, for the potential 1-point steal, starting with you. Does everyone have the boards up? Okay, ready to go. Okay, for potential 1 points, we have Kevin. What was your answer?
I guess B, Metropolitan.
That is correct.
And Ryan?
No, I had D.
Same.
Well done, Kevin.
Nice ball, Kevin.
All right.
That was a Makuga total. I'm not going to pretend like I knew that.
Question 3 in the director category. Richard Curtis directed what ensemble holiday comedy?
I just watched it, and I am not a fan. Is it Love Actually?
It is Love Actually for 2
Yep.
points.
Saw it recently, and I am not a fan for the first time.
And finally, number 4, closing out the director category. Who directed 1974's Black Christmas?
Of course.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Bob Clark.
Bob Clark is correct.
Well
I'm
done.
sorry, guys.
Listen,
I had to do the Bateman.
Way to milk the suspense there.
Agnes,
I already
it's
gave you the
Billy.
answer.
Don't tell him what you
You
did.
said Black Christmas 3 times during this whole thing, Corey. I did not have no doubt you knew it.
Yeah.
Agnes, it's me, Billy. Don't tell him what they did.
Yes.
I can't do the voice because I scared children, and I know children are watching, so I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
No, Halloween's over, man. I think your day job's done.
All right. Well, that means Malcolm, last but definitely not least, you are up next. How you feeling? Is it being? Do you feel like the worst being last, or do you think it's the best?
I don't have a problem either way. I know some of my categories I was scared of have been taken off now, so I'm not too worried now.
Malcolm,
Narrowing it down a little bit. That's good. That's good.
Malcolm, you have to face your fears.
All right. Let's do this. Oh.
Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down as well. And I assume you're not going to choose a opponent's choice.
I think you should spit again.
Please.
Now, that would be really pulling a Bateman.
I'm gonna go for 90s.
90s? You got it. 90s movies. Okay. 90s movies. Where are you at? 90s movies. Okay, there you are. Okay. All right. So we got 4 questions to potentially 2 points apiece, and we'll get to it. And question number 1 for 2 points. Holly Hunter, Dylan McDermott, Robert Downey Jr., and Anne Bancroft star in what 90s holiday movie?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Home for the Holidays, B, Trapped in Paradise, C, I'll Be Home for Christmas, or D, Hannah and Her Sisters?
Is it Home for the Holidays?
For 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay, for question number 2. Question number 2. How did Scott Calvin take the role of Santa Claus in The Santa Claus?
Santa fell off his roof and he put on the jacket.
I mean, that's not wrong.
Challenge.
For sure. Yeah, he died technically. Is that right, Alonso?
I'll accept that he does fall off the roof.
No, he is right. He is right. Yeah, he fell off the roof.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing. He does fall off the roof.
I was trying to remember specifically. I'm like, did he technically? And when I wrote down the answers, I was like, did he technically not die, or did he die?
He puts on the whole suit.
Yeah.
He did. He pretty much
did. So you want to start with Santa being dead.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
He did a yoga in the Santa Claus, so he technically did die.
Oh, there you go. All right. Question number 3. Who plays Joe March in 1994's version of Little Women? We were just talking about this movie just a little bit ago, weren't we, Alonso?
We were.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, the new one opens Christmas Day. I urge you to go see it. It's great.
Greta Gerwig is definitely a pretty talented director, that's for sure.
Multiple choice.
All right. We have, is it A, Winona Ryder, B, Kirsten Dunst, C, Claire Danes, or D, Samantha Mathis?
And Kirsten
5?
Dunst.
That is incorrect. So that means a potential 1-point steal for Ryan, Kevin, and Corey.
Can I just hear the question again?
That would be 1 JTE.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Okay. Who plays Joe March in 1994's version of Little Women?
Which was directed by an Australian, Malcolm. So really, you're breaking all our hearts.
Oh,
Didn't she do like a whole bunch of research about Civil War? After
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
She was not familiar with that, but
Yeah.
it was very similar to her previous film, My Brilliant Career, which is also about a headstrong young woman in the 19th century who wants to be a writer.
Yeah, I heard that she was kind of hesitant to take this movie because she didn't want to be pinned down to like a specific kind of female character.
It might be seen as too similar to the previous movie, but
Exactly.
no, they're both great.
Mm-hmm. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Corey?
It's one of the two. Winona Ryder?
That is correct for 1 point. Okay. And Kevin?
Winona Ryder.
Kevin for 1 point. Perfect. And Ryan?
I originally wrote Samantha Mathis, but I changed it to A because I was at time.
How dare you change your mind every once in a while? The absolute worst.
Wino forever.
Wino forever, indeed. Well, Winona, then Wino, really. Yeah. Okay, so our last question for question number 4 in the 90s category. What character does Miss Piggy portray in The Muppet Christmas Carol?
Oh.
I love this movie so much. Do you have a favorite Muppet, Alonso?
Oh, a specific Muppet?
Yeah.
Good question.
I know it's a real deep question too.
I know he's a more recent one, but I like Pepe the Prawn a lot. I think he's really coming to his own. I liked
multiple choice
Muppet sitcom.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm sorry. Did I hear a JTE?
He said
what?
Multiple choice.
Okay. There you go. Is it A, Ghost of Christmas Past, B, Belinda Cratchit, C, Ghost of Christmas Future, or D, Emily Cratchit? Oh, man. I have to say I am a Miss Piggy fan. She could do Oprah, and I would watch every single episode. He gives me so much life. She is my inspiration.
I'm going to guess Belinda Cratchit.
You said Melinda Cratchit?
Yeah.
Okay. That is incorrect, unfortunately. And for a potential steal of 1 point, Ryan, Kevin, and Corey, please have your answers ready.
Yeah, Disney Plus is sleeping on that Miss Piggy being Oprah idea.
Yeah, that needs to happen. I'm like waiting for the Muppets to host the Oscars. Like the Academy, give them a call.
That's what Bibbs suggests every year, and he's totally right.
Because it needs to happen. It would be so good. Okay. I'm sorry, I could rant for an hour.
The only thing we all agree on is the Muppets and Dolly Parton. Like that's what's holding the country together.
Muppets and Dolly Parton
That
hosting
would
the
be a good combination for the Oscars.
That'd be wonderful. Yeah. All right. And Kevin?
Emily Cratchit.
That for 1 point. And Corey?
Was Emily Cratchit D?
That is
Yes.
correct.
Yay.
And Ryan?
I watched this 2 hours ago. Emily Cratchit.
Good timing.
I knew it was one of the two. I just went for the wrong one.
Yeah. I think Linda is her daughter. Actually, I can't remember.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That means give me a few moments. Please talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to tally up the score real quickly. So excuse me.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, that did.
What do you guys want for Christmas this year?
Well, actually, I've been working like crazy. Part of me is wanting for some good old-fashioned sleep, but I'm babysitting. So just for a nice, quiet Christmas.
I need some shirts, shoes, and some DVDs and DVD books for my collection. And books, and also I'm going into acting, so I need books. So I need books to like study acting because I'm taking acting class in January.
Cool.
I want an autographed copy of All I Want of your book.
That's a good one.
I mean, for me, anything movie related, my boy's happy with.
Yeah.
And I also want a BB gun.
You know what? And Emma's our
You'll put your eye out with that thing.
Just get the football.
Make sure you don't have Lucy hold it for you. She'll just take it away. Last thing you want.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's all you want for Christmas is missing the field goal kick and then lying flat on your back while the snow is just falling down on you. Oh, that's no. Okay, now I'm actually thinking about it. I think I kind of want to get all the Charlie Brown specials on DVD now. Now thinking about it, I have the classes on VHS, but you know, with my nieces, that's just like popping that in and having them watch this classic Charlie Brown, like either the specials and even some of the animated episodes would be perfect.
Yeah, for Christmas a year or two ago, my husband gave me like the 60s and 70s box sets.
Oh.
Which has like the stuff that never gets rerun anymore, which is very cool.
No, that's sad.
Yeah, I remember it used, I think at TBS or CBS, they used to have that play every Christmas, especially the classic like Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus coming
Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes.
I think
The
the big
claymation one.
there, like Rudolph, Frosty, and Charlie Brown still get their primetime slot, but beyond
The
that,
Grinch.
like they get sent over to like AMC did a big Lincoln Mass marathon this year, and it was basically everything besides Rudolph and Frosty, all the old ones like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and stuff that never get rerun anymore.
I think a couple years ago I saw Turner Classic Movies had those run on their like for a 12-hour marathon on their channel. But that like I said, it was a couple of years ago. I don't know if they're still doing it. It was just kind of like that one-time event. I got to watch all the classes I used to watch on VHS.
Cool. Well, you know, there's a woman named Joanna Wilson who is like, as deep as I've gone into Christmas movies, she is the queen of Christmas TV, and she's put out a bunch of books now about like specials and Christmas episodes and all that kind of stuff. And so if you're into this stuff, you should check her work out. She's amazing.
What's her name again?
Joanna Wilson.
I'm gonna make note of that.
Yeah.
I mean, because I personally put together like 99.9% of the questions in here, except like a handful. Let's say a handful of questions specifically from some people in the C2A crew. But watching as a result, I've been binge watching a lot of these movies, and I've definitely kind of developed quite an affinity for it. So,
All right.
yeah, this is a nice little surprise. I've never really watched Christmas movies aggressively before, so it's quite nice.
I'm happy that worked out, that you enjoyed them.
Yeah, and also I'm not gonna lie, I might have to like buy this for myself
Just
I really
saying,
was.
like,
I was reading through it, and I
either
was like,
way, I think I'm gonna end up with that one.
yeah, I literally I was like reading it at work, and everyone was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like reading Gold.
Remember,
Yeah.
Die Hard is on the
guys.
cover. Remember that. Die Hard is on the cover.
That's right.
Let's
I
not
don't
start
hear
that
anyone
argument.
ever arguing it's not an action like a holiday movie. Everyone and my mom even included. She doesn't even know holiday movies all that much, and she's like, obviously, it's a holiday movie.
All I'm gonna say is I understand everyone's arguments against it, but if the fact is, if this is showing up on a movie channel or on a TV channel during the holidays, I'm gonna say commercial-wise, it's a Christmas movie. Same as Lethal Weapon and Batman Returns.
Thank you.
They all are, sure, yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I
Right.
my job here.
And The Long Kiss Goodnight.
And eyes wide shut.
And Eyes Wide
What?
Shut.
That's low key, yeah.
Well,
Hey.
speaking of kind of unconventional holiday movies, we have some more unconventional holiday movies we have to kind of get to as well. So as we go into our third round, wow, 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 some sound effects, wow. Okay, so we're clocking it a little over an hour now, but just to update you guys on the score, we have Corey leading the pack at 15 points. Congratulations. We also have Malcolm and Kevin tied for second place at 10 points apiece. And Ryan just shy at 9 points.
Wait, hold on a minute.
No,
Because I'm looking at the score based on here, but please correct me.
I got Kevin at 11. And
I have
Ryan
11 too.
And Ryan and Malcolm have 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kevin has 11 as well.
Is that the way?
Yeah,
You
Malcolm.
know what? It's the holidays. I'm gonna trust y'all, and I'm gonna assume like maybe I like Mr. Rhoda. Okay, you said 11.
Yeah, I have Kevin at 11. I have Ryan and Malcolm tied at 10.
Yep. Yeah, we're all being good. You know that we're spreading goodwill amongst each other. We're not trying to cheat you. We're not trying to. We're not messing with you, Alex.
Ryan and Malcolm at 11.
No, Ryan and Malcolm at 10. That's what
10.
I have. And Kevin has 11.
So I say you were right on Corey. Just add one extra point to Kevin, and myself and Malcolm are just at 10. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was close, but no cigar. I was close. It's hard keeping track of everything.
I like to keep track of my opponent's scores too.
I don't know how people do it
I
on
just-
throwdown between exhibition matches and everything. I have no idea.
Jeremy and Sandy always told me, do it.
Okay. Well, we definitely have something a little bit easier, that's for sure. We just need all you guys to select some questions. Now, obviously, Corey, with being at 15, you get dibs on picking your numbers. You get 3 numbers to choose from. It's like you choose between 1 to 11.
Oh,
and you have 1 to 11. You must choose 3 numbers. And
I can't use my number. It says I can't use 12. Okay.
It's almost like a lot against you.
Okay. Then let's go with 1, 7, and 10.
1, 7, and 10.
My birthday and my brother's birthday.
I'm in for it. And Malcolm?
I'm going 11, 4, and 2.
Okay. And
There's 12, 3,
Aren't we
Yeah,
one
I had-
short? If we
I know, I
more
just
people-
realized-
I had more points.
son of a bitch.
But-
I just realized that. Okay.
It's okay because he didn't pick any of my numbers, so that's okay.
Okay, so in that case, screw that. Instead of doing 3 questions, how about we just do 2 questions instead? There you go.
All right.
Oh,
2
correct.
questions. No pressure. 2
Can we
questions.
just interchange it? I mean, we don't.
So if we're doing 2 questions, then how does this work?
So sorry, hold on, Alex. Before all this, I mean, since there's only like 12 of us, and there's 11 questions. Can't one of us just pick?
11? Okay, so there's not. Okay, so there's. So what I did specifically, there's 11 categories.
Yes.
But each category has a 2, 3, and a 5 point question.
Yes.
Okay.
So technically speaking, hypothetically, there are 3, 6, 9. There are
33 questions.
33 questions. So
how about if everybody picks 3 numbers between? Oh no, that won't work either. Never mind.
Well, we can just pick from 1 to 11. I mean, depending on the order, like sorry, hold on. You go ahead, Malcolm.
Whoever goes last has to share a number with somebody. How about that?
What is going to say? What is going to say is
we can just
pick
double
the
the
same
categories,
numbers.
honestly.
Yeah.
The first.
I mean, like, what's that? I think they can double the categories. Like, 2 people can pick 11 if they want.
Like the top 2 people get 3 numbers, and then the next 2 people get 2 numbers or something like that. Isn't that typically how it's done?
Say, Malcolm, you just put 11 as your first one, right? So whoever goes last picks 11 again as their third number. So you'll get the easy 11. That other person will get the hard 11.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I was about to. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah. That's why I wanted you.
Whatever works, guys.
I was on the same track as
sorry,
Malcolm.
everyone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, whatever
My
number,
math right.
like, just clarify, like, what point question that is, like what Alonso just said. So Malcolm he picked 11 first, so then whoever picks 11 next will either make it as their 3 or their 5 pointer. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So Corey, for 2 points, you're gonna get the 1 question. You're gonna okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna get this right. I just do not want to get this wrong again. I just keep getting it wrong. Okay, so your 2 points is going to be from category 1 for 2 points. Your for 3 points, it's going to be category 7.
Yep.
For 10, it's going to be 5. It's going to be your category 10 is going to be 5 points.
That is correct.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Perfect. Malcolm. Okay, you're sticking to the 11, 4, and 2, right?
Yep, in that order. So.
Okay, same for you.
Yep.
And 2, 3.
Wait, did Kevin pick numbers? Because he's actually in second place.
He'll pick next.
Don't
worry,
Okay,
guys.
it's all good. It's all good.
It's okay.
Okay. Sorry.
All right, but Kevin, you can go ahead and go next.
Yep. My numbers are 3, 5, and 6.
3, 5, and 6.
And you can just put them in that order.
Perfect. You got it. And thanks again, you guys. You guys are pretty awesome helping me throughout this. Is like, I know it's a little unconventional.
Yeah, I get it.
I was like, I really appreciate it overall. Okay. All right. And last but not least, Ryan, hit me with those numbers.
Let me just give me a moment. I say I heard. Okay, Corey has 1, 7, 10.
Yes.
Malcolm's got 11,
4 and
2. And then Kevin.
3, 5, and 6.
So whatever. Yeah, so 8, 9 are my first 2.
And then 11 for the third one.
And
yeah, 11 will be the third one.
The 11 repeat, right?
No worries.
Alrighty.
I was just trying to find what was left, and I was going to say whatever your 2-pointer was going to be my 5-pointer.
It took us a while, but we got there.
We got there, guys.
All in togetherness. That's what Christmas is all about.
Christmas is teamwork, guys.
Yes.
Teamwork makes the dream work. In the words of Danny Coast. Yes, perfect. Great teamwork, all.
Yes, thank you.
That's correct, Danny.
Oh, gosh, this is ridiculous. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, regardless, it's all good. We're going to knock this out of the park. Okay, so Corey potentially starting with 15 points. And Malcolm, let's say Malcolm with 10 points. Kevin with 11. And then Ryan. Now, since Ryan and Malcolm are technically both the tie at 10 points apiece, we're going to have you two kind of go back and forth for a little bit for your 2-pointers before shifting over to Kevin. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so let's go with Malcolm. Malcolm first for you, and you chose category 11 for 2 points. And the category is holiday horrors. Holiday horrors.
I know what my 5-pointer is.
No pressure. Holiday horrors for 2 points. Malcolm McDowell is a county sheriff of a town that is being tormented by a killer in a Santa Claus suit in what 2012 holiday horror movie? Alonso, do you think Santa Claus is like low-key kind of creepy, or do you feel like he's overall a pretty jolly fella?
That's a two.
I like to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I just watched this 1968 Dean Martin special where all the dancing girls wore these Santa masks that were super creepy, and it's as horrifying as anything I've ever seen.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. And 5, 4.
I don't know if this is right. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Is that your final answer?
That is.
The answer is Silent Night.
Which is a remake of Silent Night.
That is more work.
I thought you had it, Malcolm. Damn.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, I think it's technically.
I really thought that was it.
I was like looking at your face. I was like, he got it. I was like, did he get it? No.
I was like,
I'm sorry, what was the date on that? 2012?
2012.
Yeah.
Oh, is the remake? Oh.
Dude, that's a remake? Oh my god!
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, moving on to 3 points then. Let me say you need to get to these last few points in order to stay in. So definitely try your best, of course. Category 9.
Forth between Malcolm and Ryan on this one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We can do that for sure. Okay, so
Okay.
So I'm
going over to Malcolm.
I'll do Ryan 2 point, which is category 8, correct?
Yes.
That's correct. Yes.
Cool. All right, the category is Children's Christmas. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, what is the name of the Christmas-themed celebration that celebrates unity between all the schools competing in the Triwizard Tournament?
Oh, Harry Potter kills me in IG, and it's back to haunt me.
If you're an IG competitor, this is like an easy question. However, if you're not a fan of like IG, or if you're not a fan of the Harry Potter movies at all, this can be intensely tough.
I mean, this is killing me, audience.
And 5.
I believe it's just called the Yule Ball.
The Yule Ball is correct.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Like I said, this kills me.
Nice pull.
There's just always with spells, names, people, and places. Just.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
All right. I love it. I love it. Okay. Man, I'm getting like, this is getting really intense. My heart is beating real fast, Alonso. How you feeling about it so far?
I'm just sitting back and watching the world burn.
Just like the Joker.
You know what? I can get into that. Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to be going back to Malcolm for 3 points, potentially, in category 4. Category 4, which is remakes. Holiday remakes. In 2018's Nutcracker and the Four Realms, who plays Drosselmeyer, Clara's godfather, who leads her into the Four Realms by a string message?
I heard this movie was bad and avoided it. I'm just going to guess Tilda Swinton because I know she was in that movie.
I'm sorry, who?
Tilda Swinton. Probably wrong.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. And I don't think, is she in that movie?
I don't think
She is not.
Yeah.
Good on her.
I must say, is she? And I don't remember.
I mean, she has played male roles, so I don't blame you for guessing that, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would definitely be a movie that she'd be into, but I was like, I don't know.
I mean, does anyone remember Nutcracker?
No.
remake?
I think they're like actively trying to like get it out of her
I
head.
never-
Alonso, did you have to watch that movie? If so, I'm sorry.
I did. Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I went in knowing that it wasn't going to be the worst Nutcracker movie ever because nothing is going to steal the crown from Nutcracker 3D.
Nutcracker 3D. I was just about to say.
With the Nazi rats and
Wait, hold on.
Nathan Lane and Albert Einstein.
John Turturro.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
What was
But
the
Malcolm, unfortunately, the answer is
An actual movie.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
Fuck.
He got busy living in Christmas
He
time.
didn't get the answer.
Yeah, he could be the
Okay.
next Scrooge.
Nobody saw my
Okay.
movie.
So, all right. So, that means for your final question, Alonso, do you want to read this one? His final question.
Well, we're jumping back to Ryan, are we not?
No, he
For
missed
this
it.
one?
He missed it.
Yeah, we just keep
oh,
going
oh.
back and forth. Okay, we were just going to keep going back and forth. Absolutely. In that case.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ryan's 3-point question. He gave us category 9, which is 80s. In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Clark expected an annual bonus, but instead receives what kind of company gift?
I hate this movie so much. This movie makes me so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. I hate it. I hate it.
The
so much.
tirade that came after it.
I don't like the family. I don't like Chevy Chase.
Oh.
It's weird. It makes me uncomfortable. And I don't understand why people are so into ugh. And I don't like pools. But
I wish I had Ryan's questions.
I think it's a gift certificate to it's a gift certificate to Curd World or something. Something with cheese, curd. Oh God, the tirade's just there. All those cuss words.
5, 4.
The gift certificate to to Curdland. I don't remember the details.
Alonso.
Alas, no. It is edible. He is
Jelly
enrolled
of the
in the
Month
Jelly of
Club.
the Month Club.
Oh,
Sorry. You were like insulted.
The Jelly of the Month Club.
He's on
I just
fire.
remember the quotes that came after it. I don't remember the exact thing. Okay.
Okay. Malcolm. This is your final potentially your final question. And if you do not get this, unfortunately, that means you will be knocked out of this holiday exhibition match and out of the potential winning of the Bible. Sorry, scratch that. I meant to say the holiday movie Bible. So we'll see. All right. Final question. For 5 points in category 2. It is faith-based movies for 5 points.
Boo.
In the
Sorry.
holiday classic, The Bells of St. Mary's, why was Charles Chuck O'Malley initially assigned to St. Mary's Parish?
When you said faith-based movies, I didn't know this was the way you was going to go. I don't know.
No guesses? No, don't want to take a random gander?
To watch over the birth of a baby.
Well, that was a random guess for sure. Unfortunately not. The answer is the school is on the verge of being condemned, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, Malcolm, that means you're knocked out of this holiday exhibition match. I am so sorry.
Good job, Malcolm.
Good job, Malcolm.
Yeah, you got only a third round.
Good.
I can feel your pain. I can feel how much you wanted that Harry Potter question.
Mhm. All right, but thank you so much. We're going to invite you back in. In the meantime, I'm going to take you out of the screen just for a few minutes while we kind of wrap this up, and then we'll have you on back, okay? Mwah! We'll see you in a bit.
You're welcome.
Then there were 3. All right. Okay, Ryan, you do have 1 potential point as well. I was going to say, but we're going to be talking between Kevin and Ryan, though, overall.
Ryan's 5-point question in the holiday horrors category.
Mhm.
In 1989's Elves, how did Kirsten accidentally summon evil elves that take over the world with Nazis?
Oh, yeah. This movie's weird, and I loved it.
Wow.
You're welcome. It's wonderful. Fantastic.
Repeat the question.
In 1989's Elves, how did Kirsten accidentally summon evil elves who planned to take over the world with Nazis?
Alonso, do you like elves? Do you think elves are inherently like good creatures or bad creatures?
Well, it depends. They can be charming, but like the elves in that Christmas Chronicles movie on Netflix last year with Kurt Russell were like way too minion-y, and they got on my nerves.
That's fair. I know elves and fairies, they can have very different personalities and everything, depending on like mythology and stories and stuff.
Absolutely.
They'll
probably kill you though.
Right. And 5,
question. It's my last one.
Okay, in 1989's Elves, how did Kirsten accidentally summon evil elves who planned to take over the world with Nazis? So, Alex, when you were a kid, what was your big get in Christmas? What was the thing you really wanted?
I wanted my dad home for the holidays. Well, the thing is, I'm a military brat, so there were quite a few years growing up where my dad he was stationed elsewhere. So on Christmas Day, if we were lucky, we would be able to get a Skype call for like an hour or so. But he was being elsewhere. So that would be if we were lucky, we were able to have that, but it wasn't guaranteed every year. So
okay.
But the actual correct answer is what Lucas knows. I just want to eat the souls of the innocent. He knows me so well, my husband.
Okay. Well, it's not a blast, so I'm just gonna guess. She accidentally rang sleigh bells. I don't know.
She cut her hand during an anti-Christmas ceremony.
That sounds terrible.
That's not a South Park question. What the heck?
Yikes.
It's a pointer, okay?
Oh, wow.
I'm not questioning you. I'm just saying that itself sounds like something I see out of South Park.
I know, it's great.
Creatures.
It's so bad.
Also, what branch of service in the military, Alex?
What?
What branch of service in the military? Like what?
My dad was in the Air Force for 21 years.
Wow.
Cool.
I had a cousin who was part of the Air Force. He got stationed in London a couple of times.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. All right. Kevin.
All right.
Let's hear it. If you get your 2-point question correct, that means you would knock out Ryan potentially.
Okay. So
let's hear it. For 2 points, you chose category 3, and that is the 2000s. The 2000s. For 2 points, Nicholas Hoult, Rachel Weisz, Toni Collette, and Hugh Grant co-star in what 2000s holiday comedy? It's a good one. It really is. Alonso, do you like this one?
I'm a big fan. It's in the book.
It is, I know. I was very delighted. I was like, it was like one of the movies where I was like, oh yeah, it is. This is a surprise. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm blanking totally. Go ahead. I don't know it.
The answer is About a Boy. No, not ringing bells. It's great.
No.
Oh,
Great movie, regardless.
Never saw it. I gotta watch it.
I'm just being silent right now because I still might be in this.
Yeah.
I'm staying silent because I don't want to lose.
No way.
These are hard.
Actually,
It's a great movie. Hugh Grant, he's doing his Hugh Grant thing. Regardless, okay.
What?
Moving on to
About
the
a Boy.
3-point question.
All right, see you later.
Potential 3 points for category
5, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, which is Adult Christmas. In Bad Moms Christmas, where does Amy decide to take her family after initially agreeing to go to theater?
There's quite a few big names in this movie. Bad Moms Christmas, yeah. Are you a big fan of adult Christmas movies, Alonso, overall? Like at least recent ones?
Generally speaking, like I like a dysfunctional family Christmas. That's like that's my favorite sort of jam there.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite one?
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite one?
What?
To the bar?
Oh, dysfunctional family.
I think Kevin's giving an answer.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Kevin.
That's
I can
okay.
just hear Alonso talk all day. I apologize.
To a bar?
That is incorrect.
Incorrect. They all go to Sky Zone.
Yeah, that's right.
I also would have
Oh my
answered.
God.
I also would have accepted in the answer like trampoline park.
Mhm.
Oh, I love those places.
Yeah.
Aren't they fun?
Oh my God. So this, all right, this is it.
5 points.
It all comes under this.
Point of order. Even if Kevin does miss it, we already know who the winner is.
You never know. You really never know.
I'm at,
Because if Kevin gets to, all I have to do is one question. I could still lose.
yeah, no, I'm just saying. Like, if Kevin gets it, I'm out. I understand. But if Kevin misses it, I can't go any further anyway. I just wanted to make that clear.
All right. Well, regardless, let's not put it off any further. Kevin, let's do this for 5 points. Category 6, and that is crime Christmas movies. Crime Christmas. Oh man. In the holiday cult movie Female Trouble, what did Dawn Davenport want for Christmas but that her parents refused to buy her?
A stripper pole?
I mean, that's a pretty solid guess. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on.
It's
So what do you
adult
think?
Christmas. Come on, guys. I've never seen this.
No, the crime.
To quote Divine,
Oh yeah.
I wanted chocolate wheels, black ones.
Heels. See, close.
Okay. Now, I am so sorry, Kevin. Unfortunately, that means you have been knocked out of the holiday exhibition match. I am
Good job, guys.
sorry.
No, absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
So much. I mean, that was pretty intense for sure. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to
definitely.
take you off the scenes temporarily until we wrap this up, and we'll see you in a few moments. Okay.
All right, thanks.
Then there were two.
Not really. No.
Wait.
There
hold on.
isn't. I answered all my questions,
You
guys.
answered all the questions.
I know, but I mean, no, but I know it is still technically two, though. Like hypothetically, Corey could go. Corey could lose all of them. I mean,
No,
it
no.
would be the
I
first.
can't.
He's 3 points ahead of me. I'm at 12. He's at 15.
Oh my gosh.
He is automatically
I
the
won
winner.
by TKO.
That's why I was bringing that point of order. That's why I was bringing.
I can't do math. There's a reason I was a communications major in college.
Just say it. Add in your letter. Let's do it.
Hold on. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm done. I'm second place finisher. It's no problem. I am not too mad about that. I just wanted to make that clear. I can't be asking more questions.
Oh God, I'm so awful when it comes to this. I'm so sorry.
It's the holiday season. Right now, you are under a lot of pressure, and you have a good co-host with you and Alonso. So trust me, Alex, we are not halting you on this. This is having a lot of fun.
You know
We're
what?
all
Regardless-
mentally on vacation already.
Okay, give me one hot minute, Ryan. And your winner,
There we go.
Corey
Woo!
Hollywood Quinto. Congratulations.
Commodores.
B-A-T-K-O, B-A-T-K-O. Good job.
Hey, you're
My hair's a
lucky
fucking
hat.
mess. And my hair's a mess.
Now you're
You have to wear that
too.
your lucky hat.
Oh my gosh, it's official. That is like your lucky hat. Let's make it a thing. Exhibition
It's true,
matches
it's the law.
for the future. Alonso, how do you feel about Corey going into? I mean, like now he's like he just won it. He just annihilated his competitors. How do you feel about Corey as a holiday?
You know, he came to give 100%. He had that glint in his eye. He had the winner's attitude, and look at him now.
The
I have
only,
no
yeah,
idea. Well done,
as
Corey.
far as I know, the only Jew that's in that's competing today that doesn't celebrate Christmas, he is the one that won the holiday movie.
Hold on. I do celebrate Christmas.
Oh, I see.
Luckily, because my grandpa is Catholic, so I might be Jewish, but I do identify myself celebrating Christmas. So I do celebrate Christmas after all.
Well, I
Well, there you go.
did. That's for sure. But that's awesome. I know when we were chatting earlier, you said that your knowledge of holiday movies was very limited. So that's pretty awesome, though. It's fantastic. Congratulations. Did you do a lot of studying going into this?
I mean, Yeah, this time I did. Only this time, it wasn't one of my. I think every time I've said I'm not that strong in a certain category, I said it in the horror match. I didn't come prepared, and I somehow won. So maybe I'll just say that from now on. I'll just not come prepared the next time you have me on.
It's just like going to be magic where it's like, oh, I'm good mysteriously at every category.
I can't. No, I'm bad at things.
No, but in all seriousness, this was a lot of fun. I always have fun on these things, and I was a little. I played so many matches this year, and Alex, having to be managing me in so many matches, I was burned out by this point. I've had a couple losses recently, so I'm glad I was able to end the year with a win. So
definitely with a positive.
This was all fun, man.
And congratulations
and everybody
for
today.
winning this. Have yourself a movie Little Christmas. So it's me awesome. I'm hoping you're going to be taking this into next year when you're going for more holiday matches for sure. All right.
I'll give you my address later.
Yes, you will. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring everyone back. Kevin, Ryan, you chug away at that nog.
Yeah,
and Malcolm. How you guys feeling?
A little let down, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
like Kevin, I know in particular. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan.
No, just clarifying. I put bourbon in this, but it's also pumpkin eggnog, so I got a lot of holiday spirit going on.
That's a lot of holidays right there.
No one's questioning your commitment to the bit.
I dig it.
I'm not giving no excuses. This was a lot of fun here. Even without the whole chaos. I mean, there's no chaos unless this isn't Christmas, honestly. Let's be honest. That's what we've learned from every movie we have watched, even the classic ones. You don't expect a little chaos going around, everything going out of order. You don't know what the true meaning of Christmas is.
There you go.
Yeah, you got to have a little chaos in order to have a good time sometimes. That's for sure. For sure. All right. Well, Alonso, were there any categories you're kind of low-key disappointed? I know you read through everything and you made it like a few a few minor grammatical corrections and a few like things that it would be like it was actually released this year instead of this year, that kind of thing, like you said earlier. But are you kind of disappointed there was any category that you wished any of our competitors today had the opportunity to kind of go into and answer?
Well, I think I'm just judging from the chat. I think a lot of people want to see what the adult category on the wheel was, and it's not what you think, kids. So don't get too excited.
Well,
no, I think there's, like I said, this is one of those areas that butts into every other genre. There's Christmas horror movies, there's Christmas musicals, and there's caper movies and whatever else. And so, I think it was just kind of fun. We sort of got to splash around in a lot of different kinds. So this was this was a blast.
For sure. And just to clarify, in some adult Christmas movies, I'm just going to whip out your list that you mentioned. We have The Apartments we mentioned earlier, The Box, Brazil, Eyes Wide Shut, let's see, Metropolitan, The Ref, Some Girls, The Store, Fanny and Alexander, Less Than Zero with Robert Downey Jr., just to name a few.
I'm going to have a fun time reading that book, apparently.
Yes, you will. I'm not going to lie. You might see a little few indents in here for me.
I might have to get it. Do you have an audiobook where it's like you could just read it? Because I have trouble reading, so.
I haven't yet, but with my scads of free time, let me get right on that for you.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. Okay, well, let's go into specifically, Malcolm. What were your, just kind of go real quick, one by one. Malcolm, what were your big takeaways for your first exhibition match with us? Also, hanging out with Alonso as well.
Yeah, I mean, this was a lot of fun. I had a quick study session with my friend Doug before this, and which is why I kicked myself missing Scrooge in that first round, because I just didn't know who directed that Richard Donner directed. But it was a lot of fun, and especially sort of hanging out with Alonso, always a lot of fun. So
low key, he's actually like everyone's favorite competitor.
Yeah, I forgot to mention in my interview, it was a lot of fun to hang out with Alonso. So I would also say that too.
All right, well, go into.
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop.
Thank you.
And I hope the Paddington 2 stays together in the draft. I hope.
That would be nice. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Are you going to be there at the draft itself in January?
I'm going to try to. It's the same day as the LA Film Critics dinner, but it's in the afternoon. So if I can swing it, I will do both.
For sure. Busy for sure. Okay, what about you, Ryan? Hopping over to you specifically. You obviously you've competed in a whole bunch of fan league matches. You know, I know the IG question with Harry Potter has kind of caught you off guard though. But what specifically, kind of going into this match? You know, obviously with Alonso here, did it feel any different being part of this match versus some of your other matches you participated in?
Well, I mean, having the fact that Alonso being here, so the fact that if we did challenge on a question and he's there to immediately step around in was it definitely put some weight on my shoulder. Put a lot of like pressure, but compared to all my other matches, it's kind of like the same thing. My only biggest opponent is me. And no offense to all the other guys I'm facing here. I knew it's either you guys know it or I don't know it. That's my entire mindset going in. And if I don't know it, I have to be on the 50-50 scale that you guys either do or you don't. That's the gameplay I go into. And hopefully next time I get to do one of these exhibition matches, I will hopefully be – well, I mean, I enjoyed this match regardless of my performance in this. This was fantastic. Definitely, I can't wait for the next Call to Action exhibition match, honestly.
Oh, we're trying to do them like every other month, just because it does take quite a bit to kind of do this, obviously, on top of everything. However, our next one's going to be confirmed in February for rom-coms. So.
You will not see me in that one. Just so you guys are aware, you will not see me in that
you
one.
said that about horror movies, and you said that about
This one,
holiday movies.
Oh, I'm so mad.
I am horrible at owning categories.
Cut the
and
two
somehow
months
you
later, I
win.
win. Cut the two months later, I win.
He's laying out the strategy as we speak.
His actual strategy. Yes. All right. Well, we're kind of wrapping things up with you, Kevin. Oh my gosh. I mean, you two, this is your first one with us, but you are in full garb today, Pretz. How are you kind of emotionally prepping and everything? You know, hanging out with Alonso, hanging out with us here today. You know, how are you kind of getting physically and mentally, you know, prepared for this match?
Mentally, it's tough, you know, coming in with somebody like Alonso and being in the setting with guys like Malcolm and Ryan and Corey, guys I know that know their stuff. And I'm a newcomer to the fan league. So coming out of the first round strong, felt really good. I feel like I kind of calmed myself. I wish I would have kept the animated spin and not gone to the opponent's choice. But I feel like that's where things kind of went downhill. But, you know, it is what it is. But congratulations to Corey, and I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
And a Happy New Year.
My cat also wishes everyone a happy holidays as well. All right. Okay, we're wrapping things up. We're just a few words from the Action Army here and everyone that's participated. Just a lot of, you know, thank yous to Alonso, to everyone's competed, you know, Nat, Lucas, Paul, obviously. But a little kind of mentions and Jake couldn't said it better himself. Thank you for Alonso for joining our weird ass family for the stream.
Well, thank you for having me. I had a great time.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alonso, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And for future reference, everyone, if you like horror movies, if you like this match even a smidgen, please check out the book. I'm going to include a link to check this out. If you want to, you know, do more research on it, I'll include like a link to his website, all that good stuff, as well as the page where I personally got it. So please check that out. But Alonso, where can people find all your awesome stuff and stay up to date with you?
Well, my reviews appear at thewrap.com, THEWRAP. I co-host 3 podcasts. Linoleum Knife, the one I've been doing with my husband, Dave White, for 9 years, where we talk about the week's new movies. I'm on 2 other film podcasts, Who Shot Ya on the Maximum Fun Network, and Breakfast All Day, which is basically the gang from What the Flick, keeping the act going after we got cut off there. But that's been a lot of fun, and that's a podcast and a YouTube show still. still. And you can follow me on Twitter at @Duralde, ADURALDE. Please do. And check out the book. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Thank you again. And over to our winner, Mr. Corey Hollywood Quinto himself, and winner of tonight's match. Where can we find you?
You can find me. You can also find me on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, but you could also find me on Facebook, Corey Quinto, Letterboxd, CQ Hollywood. You can also follow my movie critiquing Facebook page, Corey's Quick Reviews. Review the new movies every week. Short, sweet, to the point, everything you need to know. And stay tuned because I have reviews coming up tomorrow and Monday. Not going to say what it is, but they're coming.
Yeah, they're there, and they're definitely pretty quick, like you said, very direct to the point kind of reviews. I love that. And over to you, Kevin. Where can we find stay up to date with you? What's going on with your life?
You can catch me on Facebook at my name right here, or on Letterboxd. I do my reviews on there for each movie that I watch. I try to do a little review. Kevin J. Poss.
Oh, perfect. And Fan League's competitor himself and future champion as well, Mr. Ryan Payne.
Well, I'm also on Letterboxd as well, but I mainly just occasionally just do like a ranking of movies, and then I have no problem getting into conversations about like what movies people love the most. And also when it comes to, hopefully, people will see me again on the Call to Action Schmobates. You'll see an alternate personality I've developed, hopefully come make his return in a match sooner or later. And also, any Fan League competitions happening, you'll randomly see me pop up.
Perfect. Lizzie, you're definitely in all the leagues all the time, so I dig it. And last but surely not least, Malcolm. You have a whole bunch of stuff going on, which I'm all for. And you recently had a little sneak up here, a little via email from Schmodown. Is that right?
Yeah, but you can find me over on Tape 3 doing our Reactors Summit and all that. You can also find me hosting Rankum. You can also find me on TMT Entertainment hosting late TV fights, in which you can see Ryan competing in an episode coming up. And you can also find me all over Full Metal as well. So
definitely all over the place as well. A lot of competitions, a lot of fighting, a lot of podcasting. I'm for it. I am Alex Mack, known as Mac Daddy, part of the C2A crew, Call to Action. And you can find me running the C2A Twitter handle, Call to Action Pod. Check us out there. I run it, so if you're interacting with them, you're interacting with moi, so check it out. But also we have a bunch of stuff coming up in the new year for Call to Action, so definitely stay tuned on our Facebook page as well. And last but not least, I also host every Wednesday, except next Wednesday because it's Christmas, so happy Christmas there. I have a little Schmodown themed fight show called Schmobates. So we do movie fight style debates and arguments themed around major questions that we all ask ourselves when we watch Schmodown, ranging from what Schmodown competitor deserves to be in a Martin Scorsese movie, all the way to who should be player of the year. So a lot of weird questions and everything in between. Thank you guys again. Congratulations, Corey. Thank you, Alonso, and everyone here. Thanks again for being awesome and hanging out with me. And that is it. We'll see everyone soon. Thanks for hanging out.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas and a good